This is TNT NBA Tip-Off presented by Auto Trader, coming to you from Staples Center here in Los Angeles. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Charles Barkley, Dwayne Wade. I'll be honest, this is going to be a hard show because we feel just like y'all do. And we are in the process of trying to figure this whole thing out just like you. And I think that over the next hour, as we hear from these guys, and Reggie Miller, Jerry West is going to be here, hopefully it will help you process this. And honestly, I think for us it's going to be therapeutic too. Nobody's on the clock. You can take your time. We're not talking in sound bites. Whatever's on your heart, that's in play. Shaq, you're the first guy I thought of when I heard this news the other day. Of course, I talked to you and Charles and Kenny later that afternoon, but then I saw that you had gotten a text from Kobe that morning, or Sharif had gotten one. How have you been over the last 48 hours, man?
Well, as you know, it's already been the last couple months been really tough. Lost my little sister. Haven't been sleeping. Haven't been doing the normal things I usually do. I work, we laugh, we kid, we joke. When I get back home and look at reality and say she's gone, it just hurts. So the other day I'm downstairs working out with my son Shaquille and my nephew Columbus. And my other nephew comes in crying and he shows me his phone. And I snapped at him. I said, man, get that out of my face. Just get it away from me. You know, we live in a world where anything could be photoshopped, anything could be hoaxed. I didn't want to believe it. And then I got the call from you, Charles, Kenny, everybody called me. And then we found out it was confirmed. And haven't felt the pain that sharp in a while. 47 years old, lost two grandmothers, lost a Sarge, lost my sister, and now I lost a little brother. Our names will be attached together for what we did. People always ask about our relationship, and I tell them it's just like me and Charles. You got two strong-minded people that are going to get it done their way. We're going to say certain things. The respect will never be lost. But when it comes to be inside the lines and win, that's what me and him, that's what we did. That's what me and Charles, that's what we do. It was sort of like a triple stabbing to the heart, because after you cry and wonder about that, then I get back on the internet, Rick Fox is on the plane. So now I'm sick even more. I'm calling Rick, he's not answering. So now I'm like, what's going on? And then the final blow, his lovely daughter was with him on the helicopter. You know, every time I saw his lovely wife and his kids, same thing I do with Kenny's kids and D-Wade's kids. Hi, my name is Uncle Shaq. I don't know if they know me as a basketball player. It doesn't matter. Hi, I'm Uncle Shaq. I try to make him laugh. And he would do the same thing. Sharif called me devastated and said, Kobe, just text me to check and see how he's doing. And he used to do that from time to time. You know, it just makes me think that in life, sometimes instead of holding back certain things, we should just do.
D-Wade.
Hold on, let me finish.
Okay, go.
We up here, we work a lot. And I think a lot of times we take stuff for granted. Like, I don't talk to you guys as much as I need to. the fact that we're not going to be able to joke at his Hall of Fame ceremony. We're not going to be able to say, hi, I got 5, you got 4. The fact that we're not going to be able to say, if we would stay together, we could have got 10. Those are the things that you can't get back. And with the loss of my father, my sister, and my thing, that's the only thing I wish I could just say something to him again. Last time I talked to him was when we were here and I asked him to get 50 and he got 60. It's the last time I spoke to him. And I just wish I could have, so it definitely changes me. I have to, because I work a lot. You guys know what I do. I work probably more than the average guy, but I just really have to now just take time and just call and say, I love you. Rick Fox finally called me and said, man, I love you. B. Shaw called me. So I'm going to try to do a better job of just reaching out and just talking to the people rather than always procrastinating, because you never know. Life is too short. I could never imagine nothing like this. I was thinking the other day, I've never seen anything like this. All the basketball idols that I grew up, I see them. They're old. Like I used to be at home when you came to interview me, Ernie. I used to watch the great mound, round, and rebound. Now I'm working with him. I used to want to be Dr. J. He used to live next door to my mother in Orlando. My father used to tell me about the 3 great big men. I met them. I seen them. And the fact that we lost probably the world's greatest Laker, world's greatest basketball player. It's just, listen, people are going to say, take your time and get better, but it's going to be hard for me. I already don't sleep anyway, so. But I'll figure it out. My condolence goes out to his family, his mom, his dad, his sisters, the other families, everybody involved. Laker organization, I talked to Jeannie and Linda, and people here are hurting, especially in this organization. Some people have to get treatment, and some people just don't understand, because it hit all of us out of nowhere. I didn't want to believe it. I said to myself, I hope some butt face made this up, and it's not true. I didn't want to believe it. But then after getting all the calls, and then you finally was concerned, it just, my spirit just left my body. I just wish I could be able to say one last thing to the people that we lost, because once you're gone forever, and we should never take stuff like that for granted.
D. Wade, when did you first meet him?
First time I met him was my rookie season in the NBA. I've been I have 3 favorite players. It's Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, and Kobe Bryant. 10 games into my rookie season, we played the Lakers here on this court. Shaq, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, and Kobe Bryant. I told Kobe this story in 2016 at the All-Star game, when he allowed us, myself, Chris Paul, and Carmelo to host a thank you dinner for him. And I told him in that game, in the 4th quarter, I got my opportunity to guard him for the first time. And it was in transition, and I was scared as hell. And I remember thinking to myself, you watched him play over and over, you know his move. You know his move. And I just guessed right. And I ripped him. And I remember thinking, this don't matter if I don't finish this basket. And I came down, I hit the floater, and I just thought to myself, I cannot believe what just happened. I'm calling all my boys back at the crib and let them know that I just ripped Kobe Bryant. And that was my first opportunity. He don't remember that moment because it wasn't a big moment. But for me, it meant the world. It meant the world that I got a chance to play against one of my idols. I got a chance to have a moment against one of my idols. And it just went from there. And the next year, Shaq got traded to Miami. And right away, Kobe and myself was pinned against each other. And I'm like, no, this is one of my favorite players. But I understood the business, I understood what we was out for. We was out for championships. And every time we played each other, I had to act like I didn't care, that I was playing against one of my idols. Elbows, he falls, don't help him up. You know, all these things I had to get used to, and that was hard because I grew up wanting to be like this, wanting to be like him. And fortunate enough for me that I've had the opportunity over the years. 2008 came and I got a chance to play in the Olympics. And I remember the first day that I really had a real conversation with Kobe. It was the day before the first Olympic practice. 6:30 in the morning, my trainer, Tim Grover, gets me up and said, hey, we got to go get our work in before we get there, before you guys get to practice. And I go to the weight room, and there's only one other person in the weight room. He's on the opposite end, I'm on the opposite end. We're not really saying much to each other, we're just getting our work in. And towards the end of the workout, it was a drill that Tim made us do, that you had to get in a push-up position and hold yourself and see how long you can hold yourself. And he pinned me and Kobe right next to each other to see who can hold each other the longest. His competitive drive, my competitive drive, it was the longest I've ever held myself up. And after we got done doing 3 sets of that, Kobe stood up and said, you just like me. Tim, why you didn't tell me this was just like me? And from that moment on, I've had his respect. And for me, as a young kid, coming into this league, it was one person that I wanted the respect from. It was one person I wanted to look at me as his equal and look at me eye to eye, and it was Kobe Bryant. So getting this news the other day, I think I've been in shock for 2 days, and this is the first moment where it actually feels real. My body right now I'm shaking, I'm numb. But I just want to talk to the people out there, the fans out there. I went to the gym this morning and I just wanted to be around people. And I saw people in the gym that didn't even want to be there, but they was at the gym. And I saw people with Kobe gear on, with Kobe shoes on, Laker gear on. I saw people working out, but they really was just staring off in the days. But I just want to let them know that it's okay to feel whichever way you're feeling right now. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to cry. It's okay to show emotion. It's okay to have laughter. It's okay to get around people and talk about the moments that you've shared with Kobe Bryant. It's okay to find that community right now, to get around a group of individuals, to just talk about moments and talk about memories, because that's all we've been doing in my house for the last 2 days.
Not only is it okay, I'd encourage it.